Of the 8 teams left in football, the San Francisco 49ers have as good a chance as any of them to get to New Orleans and win Super Bowl 47. But can they do it with Colin Kaepernick at quarterback? And what do the numbers say about that decision? This is Cold Hard Football Facts on Football Nation. They made a choice, the Niners and Harbaugh did. They chose Kaepernick over Alex Smith, and the numbers tell us, according to you, it may be a mistake.
The 49ers will regret this decision ultimately, and they may regret it as soon as this week, Butch.
So this week, they will play the Green Bay Packers at home in a football game that's a rematch of Week 1 in the first season when they played in Green Bay.
And the reason they'll regret this decision is because, as we know, and as you and I have talked about all season, as we've talked about for years at Cold Hard Football Facts, winning in the NFL is all about passing efficiency. Teams that are more efficient win 80% of NFL games, if not more. And the reality is Alex Smith was not only more efficient than Colin Kaepernick, the 49ers were a more efficient team in what we call pass rating differential. And on top of all that, in Week 1, the 49ers won in Green Bay, and Alex Smith had a monster day, Butch. Look at his numbers in Week 1 when they won at Green Bay, 20 of 26. He basically outplayed Aaron Rodgers.
At Green Bay.
At Green Bay, they won 30-22. Rodgers, the highest-rated passer in the NFL. Alex Smith, a brutally efficient performance, just a better, more efficient performance up and down the line. 125.6 rating that day to 93.3 for Rodgers. The 49ers won because Smith had a very great game, and Colin Kaepernick has a lot to live up to this time at home if he's to live up to that type of performance.
All right, so as we sit here, if you're a Niners fan, your team got the bye, you're hosting a playoff game, you got the Packers, they're a tough opponent, but we look at a body of work now. We look at 8 games for Alex Smith over the course of the year, but there are 7 that Colin Kaepernick played now. They split one game, but we look at the body of work, and again, when it comes to passing efficiency, this is a no-brainer in your opinion.
Well, Alex Smith was, Colin Kaepernick may have better running ability, but Alex Smith was a more efficient passer. I mean, look at them side by side. They played almost an equal number of games. Alex Smith had a higher completion percentage, the touchdown interception ratio pretty close, but the rating, Alex Smith, a higher rating, 6 points higher. Not only that, the 49ers were number 2 in passer rating differential, the mother of all stats, Butch, and we'll talk about why in a little while. The 49ers were number 2 in passer rating differential. They benched Alex Smith. They're number 4 coming into the postseason. They've taken a step back in the most important stat in football. One reason being is that Alex Smith was 6 points higher in passing efficiency than Colin Kaepernick.
So talk about passer rating differential and talk about it in this debate, this icy issue about Kaepernick, Smith, and about the Niners.
Well, the reason it's important, okay, and the reason we call passer rating differential the mother of all stats is this, Butch. If you're better in this number, you win over 80% of all NFL games, including 4-0 in the postseason, by the way, in the wild card round. Not only that, the 8 teams remaining rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 12 in passer rating differential. Almost perfect. It's almost the perfect stat, Butch. The only exception is number 6 Washington lost to number 2 Seattle, and then Baltimore, number 12, was an outlier, beating up a very bad Indy team in that number, and 27th in that number. So it works almost perfectly. The Packers are a better team. The 49ers, in reality, if you trust this number, and you should, are not as well equipped to win today as they were when they beat the Packers in Week 1.
I find this ironic, or whatever adjective you want to pick. I'm a Niners fan. I saw this decision being made. I feel like part of the reason, at least this is the ones that argue for Kaepernick, that they made this decision is as efficient as Alex Smith was, he wasn't able to get them over the hump. He wasn't able to make the big play. He didn't have that extra element, whether it's the running ability or this and that. So by his actions, isn't Jim Harbaugh saying the numbers be damned, that Kaepernick has something that Alex Smith doesn't have beyond the numbers that are going to help us win?
That's exactly what I'm saying. And I think if he drank the passer rating differential Kool-Aid, and you should if you're a football fan or a football coach, he would not have made that decision. The fact of the matter is Alex Smith had a very good year last year. He was having a very good season this season. He was better than Tom Brady in pass completion percentage and yards per attempt and passer rating when he got benched. Better than Tom Brady, Butch. I know he doesn't pass the ball a lot. And look at last year in the postseason. He had a game for the ages, kind of a career game against the Saints in the divisional round. And if not for 2 special teams mistakes, he's playing the Patriots in the Super Bowl last year. I think it's a mistake, and I think if it's going to cost him, it's going to cost him against the most efficient team in football, the most efficient passing team. Oh, by the way, the Packers, number 1 in passer rating differential, the mother of all stats.
Kerry Byrne of Cold Hard Football Facts. He thinks, Niners fans, that the Colin Kaepernick decision was a mistake. If you're drinking the Niners Kool-Aid, reach out to Cold Hard Football Facts and argue with him. I'm not involved in this one, okay? Go to him.